All right. Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon. This is the Face of a Hero Show podcast. Thank you once again for joining us tonight. We have an amazing shiro. I'm into the women leadership. Men, I know you guys doing your amazing work, but women, I gotta say, we're rocking it, right? So this is going to be very informative, educative rather, and also to bring awareness of how we can partner, work together with this wonderful nonprofit. And I have this beautiful young lady that'll be coming up, and she too is a very busy person, but she needed to be on this spotlight because I see her as one of our hero. She is the face of a hero, but I'm calling her Shiro because it's a woman. Yes. So, without further ado, I'm going to bring her up because time is of the essence. I'm not just going to say time is money, but time is of the essence. And of course, she's a very busy woman. She's a first lady. Hello, Sunny. How are you?
How are you doing, EVE? How are you?
Wonderful, beautiful. And I know we've had you on the other podcast, and we actually had some great things that we've worked together with our youth. And my heart goes out for our future, which is our youth.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Sunny here, she is the CEO of the ARK Entrepreneurial Center in Chicago, in the heartbeat of the Black and Brown community. That when we work together, you see the results here in the ARK Center. And I encourage you all to get information from her, ask her questions, reach out to her, because we always talk about problems, but then you say you want to see XYZ happen. Well, why don't you become part of the solution?
Yes.
Join the movement of how we can continue to move our youth to success, to live a successful life and not have to go through the things that we have all gone through, right?
Yes.
Well, welcome. You are the Shiro for the night here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sunny. Thank you once again for saying yes and amen to coming on to this show because you have important things that's happening in Chicago.
Yeah. Yeah.
That heartbeat of the Lawndale, North and South Lawndale.
Yes. Yes. Well, the ARK Entrepreneurial Center is located at 2458 South Millard. We are at the border of South Lawndale, North Lawndale, and Little Village. So we're like right in the middle of everything. We've been around since 2019. Our mission is to increase opportunities for inner city youth through entrepreneurial development. And we do that by a dual program where we offer both vocational training and business development classes. So it's been an amazing ride. I love what I do in the community here, including all the political figures here have been so supportive of the work that we're doing. So I'm super excited to talk about art and be with you today.
We want to talk about you, First Lady. Where are you from and what got you started? Well, tell us a little bit about your past as far as things happened to get us to where we are today. So share a little bit with our audience here.
Yeah, so I was born on the west side of Chicago, but I spent a great deal living in Berwyn, Cicero, and actually right around the corner here on 3700 block of Cermak. So I'm very familiar with the neighborhood. I've lived in this neighborhood in my entire life. I grew up more on the west side of Chicago. As I got older, I moved closer to this area. But I decided, my husband and I and our church decided to create this amazing program that offers all of the things that we wish schools offered. But we know that schools are limited. They can't do everything. So we let them stick with the academics while we focus on vocational and business related classes. So the reason why we both decided to start this program, my husband did junior achievement in grammar school, and I too did junior achievement in grammar school. And that really laid the foundation for our entrepreneurial mindset and just our excitement about creation and building. And from that, he went to Chicago Vocational Academy, where he took more of the vocational classes. And at the time, he took graphic arts, which led him to an internship at I think it was R.L. Dunley, a printing company, a large printing company at the time. And from there, he opened up two printing companies. He did really, really well for a certain during that time. And he ended up, before he ended up going into ministry full time. So we believe that pathway that he took led him to do some amazing things. He had a small church that he was given, and he was able to build that church from, I want to say it was 20 members to 2,000 members. And so that takes entrepreneurial type skills
Yes.
and grit. And so he got all of those things through those two different avenues. And we just felt like this is the path to go, just allowing young people to be able to learn about business, from financial literacy to business development to communications through improv. We have a theater company that works with our youth. And then we have what we call our vocational training. So depending on the interests of our youth, they can come here and they can learn different skills that they learn to monetize through our business development class.
Yes, and to our beautiful, wonderful audience, I have witnessed the work that she's talking about. She's not giving us lip service, people. She is walking it. And so you have children of your own. How many do you have, Sunny?
I have 4 children, ages ranging from 10 to 24.
And I have seen them grow up to blossom into wonderful things.
Thank you.
From the youngest to the oldest, she is a hero as well. She's doing amazing, right? Let's give some bragging rights. Come on, talk about these children. Yes, they're your children. And of course, we say the best about our children. But I have witnessed the growth of your children, so they can't tell me, oh, she's just saying that. No, I can attest. They were part of your program. Talk to us about
this. My daughter is in her last year of law school. She will be taking the bar in May or June of this year. She'll be graduating in May. So that's amazing. I'm so proud of her. And then down to my youngest started the potato chip brand this summer and showcased it at the Youth Boss Expo.
They were good too.
Yeah, what's so amazing about that, we not only talk the talk, but we walk the walk. Our young people, when they come into our program, they're not just coming up with different ideas, and they're not just talking about wanting to have a business. No, we actually believe that at a young age, these young people can actually produce a really profitable business, and they did, and they have. So what we do is in our summertime, we have this amazing event called the Youth Boss Expo. We have young people from the ages of 5 all the way up to the ages of 18. And during that program, what's amazing, from concept to creation, from logos to business plans, we also have a bank day where we give them money to be able to create all the products and things that they have for their business. From concept to creation, they get to showcase their businesses. They have their booths and all of that stuff, and they get to interact with the community and sell their products.
Yes, and I can attest that was an amazing, successful event. It was outdoors. It started out a little bit of rain, but you know what? As we say here in the media world, the show must go on.
Yeah, it was so great because it rained for a little bit, and that was it.
Let me tell you, the heat was on in every which way, meaning the heat from the temperature, but these kids were so excited.
They were so excited. They didn't even know.
There were braggadocious with every right, as their parents were so proud of what they created. Yeah. I saw partnerships between mom, dad, or grandparents and the children. I mean, this was all worked out so amazing. And I don't think I've seen anything like this, Sunny. So,
I've heard that many times.
and you're just the pilot to several things. Like I've mentioned before, when I brought you on the radio, you are the pilot to what you're doing. You're showing others that it can be done, but we need teamwork to do that, right? There's something about that you mentioned, JA, and I guess there's no coincidence. It's Godsidence. I've sat on the board of JA, and I volunteered with JA since 2007, 2008, which they have amazing things. And Remind me to talk off the air about JA, to
Yeah.
bring back JA, but with your program,
Yeah,
because
we actually use a little bit of their curriculum. So
we should add
yeah,
more. Nothing wrong with that, because
yeah,
all of the programs we offer in JA are free. And I
yep,
know
yep,
that to run your program, it costs, because now you're dealing with our youth that are part of programs that are getting paid a stipend as well. You're
yeah,
dealing with, you need material that can cost money as well. Yes,
absolutely.
it's a nonprofit, but nonprofit also makes profit. We got to keep it real, people.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
And so I can attest with when you first started your program to where you are today. Folks, audience, you have to take heed to the information that Sunny is sharing here with you all, that it takes a team. But first of all, they had the vision. And you know, our God, He gives you the vision, He also provides, right?
Absolutely.
We don't always know where it's coming from, but we
Yeah,
know, we trust and believe. Pastor, if you're watching, you know I'm speaking the truth, and we can say amen on this show because we're believers,
yeah,
okay? And
yeah.
we walk by faith and not by sight, folks.
That's
And
right.
this is the product when you do that, right, Sonny? I mean, you
Yeah,
got to have faith in what you were given.
yeah. And you also have to have your vision of whatever God is giving you always in the forefront of your mind while you're building. I said this on my page a little while ago about how important it is to think about your vision first before you get to doing. And once you get that vision in your head, as you're building, it's very important that you're looking at that vision while you build, similar to how you are with a puzzle. If you're doing a puzzle and you're trying to put the pieces together, in order for you to complete that puzzle, it's easier to finish the puzzle if the actual vision on that box is there for you to refer to. And so one of the things that we teach here, the importance of business vision, and writing the vision down, making it plain so that others can run with it. When God gives you an idea, you can't do it by yourself. You're going to need people to help you do it.
Right.
So if you don't make it very crystal clear, people will be putting pieces together and you'll never ever get that puzzle completely filled or completed, because no one has the vision to do it.
And if you're missing a piece of the puzzle, do you have the full picture?
Come on, that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother.
Just bring it. I'm gonna keep it real. You don't have to say it, Sonny.
Yeah.
She's the shero. She's the face of a hero on this show today because of the amazing programs that they're doing for our youth. They actually are setting up our kids for success. I'm in the educational sector, so I can speak on this, Sonny. We sometimes lead our children to failure. Now, if you feel convicted, I've said what I needed to say, because the Lord will use this vessel in every which way and loose. And He said, be bold and speak truth.
Yeah.
And I have witnessed that we have led our youth to failure.
Yeah.
When we're looking at it the wrong way, when we make it about us, the educators. But Sunny's not making it about her. And I'll let her speak for herself. I'm saying this because I'm seeing this. Whether you've heard me say it or not, Sunny, people, she's not leading them to failure. Let me tell you, she will sweat tears. I'm not saying blood. Tears to make sure that that vision, that thing that was given to her, is being done in excellence.
I think the biggest thing about, how our program runs, and even how I run my own household with my children, my daughter is on her way to being a lawyer and taking the bar, not because I forced her hand or not because I manipulated her into this industry. She's going into that because this is something that she wanted to do, and my job is to pray for her. My job is to guide her. My job is to make sure that she has truth with it, which is the word of God. So that's what my job is as it relates to my child. What I do here, I do a lot of biblical principles. My husband and I, how we teach our young people, we let them figure out their paths, but we guide them. We don't take over. We don't see what they could be and try to push them on that path, but we try to guide them in truth and knowledge and wisdom, and we let them make the decision. And those are the children that really thrive. I was talking to someone about this comedian. He's a comedian now, but he's actually he's a doctor. Like, he went to school and he took that career, and And a lot of it had to do with his parents pushing him into that field. And now he's actually doing what he loves. So he spent all of those years in the medical field, and he plays a doctor on a sitcom, which is hilarious, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, we want to make sure that, whatever path our children take, we want to encourage them, we want to support them, but we don't necessarily want to say, this is what you have to be. And I know a lot of families do.
Yes.
You have to be very careful with that.
Very much so, because our children can be missing the gift that they have and putting it to work sooner than later. As the one you mentioned, he found out much later because he did what parents said to do. Folks, we as parents should not want our children to live our dreams.
Yeah.
They too dream, okay, and they aspire. And so Sunny and her team at the ARK Entrepreneurial Center does that. Wake up what they're dreaming.
Yeah.
They could become a reality. And if you don't tap things into interest of our children and saying, hey, try this, you may like it. If we don't do that, where will our children be? Out on the street as we hear all this negativity happening in the North Lawndale, South Lawndale. Here's the diamond in the rough, literally, right? A diamond in the rough, the ARK Entrepreneurial Center that's in the middle of the Black and Brown community, doing amazing things. And I applaud for every constituent, every politician that's actually there to sow a seed and not to say, hey, it's election time. I helped you out. You're going to help me with votes. And I hope that they're not doing that, Sunny, because then it doesn't come genuinely from the heart.
Yeah.
And those people I'm sure you could use to continue to support and help your programs.
My biggest thing is, just staying positive and just whatever people's agendas are, God uses everything for my good. That's my belief. So whatever the agendas, are for people is not my concern. My concern is sincerely the care for our young people, making sure they have the resources, making sure they have the support that they need. And if you need to partner with me because you got a political campaign coming up, hey, I'm okay with that.
All right. I stand corrected. But the reason why I say that, because when we are praying, the Lord will send what we need.
Mm-hmm.
What we need, because not all money is good money.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
But what I'm seeing in the people that have come because they were there at that outdoor expo you did last summer.
They care.
They care. I have seen it. I can tell the discernment.
Absolutely.
That they're there for what is meant to be.
Yeah.
They genuinely care for our youth. And then they see the product. They see the outcome of why you do what you do. Right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I didn't mention our other program, which is our Be Entrepreneurial Workforce Development Program, where we work with youth ages 18 to 24. And with that program, we inherited, we actually from inception of ARK, we had this program. We would run it mostly on during the summertime. And it's for young people who they don't necessarily want to be entrepreneurs, but they may want to be entrepreneurs. They want to work for a company and actually create products and different things inside of a company. Good. So for organizations that are like, no, I only want to donate to organizations that are going to help me build my workforce. Well, we do have an aspect of what we do that actually helps you build your workforce, but these individuals that come into the workforce are more entrepreneurial minded. So they're not the kind of people that will come into your organization and will need to be told everything to do, but they are going to be creative. They're going to look at problems as solutions or opportunities. They're going to bring ideas, fresh ideas. So we, in our workforce development program, that is what we have. I worked for an organization not too long ago, and it wasn't a lot of support and insight because it was such a small organization, grassroots organization. And so they needed someone that was entrepreneurial spirited or minded because of the work that needed to be done. However, they didn't have all the resources and support. So they needed someone to come in there and figure it out. And I was able to do that because I do have an entrepreneurial spirit and mindset. So with that program is such an amazing program. And why I'm here today is because of that program. We have we started out with 12 students in that program for this quarter. and we were supposed to have them until the end of May. And the people that we were contracted with actually decided that they needed to end the contract, not because of anything that we did, but the actual grantor that they have the contract with ended the contract. And so I was just in a really messed up situation to tell our young people that they have until the end of May to be with us, and then have to switch it to the end of March, and then have to switch it. Well, now it ends in January. It was very difficult. And so I decided, even though this wasn't in my budget, I decided to go ahead and continue to do the program and pay them out of my budget. And so I am here today because I definitely need the support and the help to continue this program. We do have funders that have been supporting us and helping us, but we could definitely use more support. We spent a lot of money to keep them here, and we really need the community support in order to keep this going.
And you all heard the type of programs that they are bringing to our youth, to your children, especially in that community, in the grassroots people that are right there in the heart of Lawndale. Yeah. You see it on the bottom of the screen, the phone number, the website. Get involved. How can people get involved? Here's the ask. The platform is yours. You are our Shiro. Ask.
So
you've asked that. So come on.
There's a couple ways to give. You can go on our website, arkec.org/donate, or you can text ARKEC to 53555. That's 53555. So you can text ARK EC to that number. And if you are someone that is an entrepreneur or someone that is interested in working with youth, you can go on our website and contact us at arkec.org/contact, and we'll look forward to finding ways that we can work together.
Yes, give us that one text number to text ARK EC to what number?
535-55.
535-55.
Yes.
All right. You guys can see it on the bottom of the screen in case you missed it, you didn't catch it, because sometimes we don't have that pen right away or pencil to write things out. But if you can always have your cell phone to text yourself.
Yep. And ARK EC is one word. So
one word. Okay.
Yep.
Got it.
ARK EC is one word. Yep.
Awesome. Well, we'll correct that real quick. So text ARKEC. All right. To that number, 535-55. So what do they do? For those that are not technically challenged, that are technically challenged, not as IT, like I'm not IT people, I'm not that techie. Do they just go and
they go into their text chat, and they put in that number 53555, and then they text ARK.
So it's not -55, it's just 53555.
When you text it in, it comes in that way.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Wonderful. So we have just a few minutes left. Sunny, take advantage of this platform, whatever information you care to share. For those people that are in out of state, you can still be part of, especially, I know people out there that have to spend their money, as in write things off. Do it early enough to count for the next tax season. If it touches your heart, and we pray that it does, especially when you say, I want to make a difference in our youth, in our future. Now, 20 years from now, the children that she has right now in this program can make a better difference than you and I that we're doing right now. But in order for them to do that, we have to pave the way also financially, right?
Yeah. Yes. I also want to add, for any young people that may view this, if you're interested in enrolling with us, we are enrolling for our apprenticeship program through our wonderful partners, After School Matters. We love them. They have been amazing, working with us in partnership. You can apply at afterschoolmatters.org. Hit apply, and then you can find our program at ARK EC Business and Entrepreneurship, and their different programs that they have available. You can apply with us. The apprenticeship program runs from February 24th to May 10th. We also have our Baby Boss, Mini Boss, and Big Boss program. That runs year round after school from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. And in that program, you take all the classes and all the things that I mentioned. We are looking for interns. Interns are paid $16.20 an hour. We're looking for three of them.
What? Did you say $16.20?
Yeah.
Wow.
We're looking for interns. We're looking for a finance assistant. We're looking for a outreach coordinator, and we are looking for a social media manager. So if any of those are of interest to you, we are currently recruiting for those three positions. So we have our Be Entrepreneurial program. We have our Big Boss, Mini Boss, and Baby Boss program. And then we have our apprenticeship program with After School Matters.
That's awesome.
So,
And what are the
apply to?
And you know what? One thing that I really appreciate, and I know for a fact that the parents appreciate, is that parents have to work.
Yeah.
And they don't always get out on time to get their children from school. Tell me what special things you do to make that happen.
So we pick up the students from their different schools. So we make sure that the parents have the support that they need. Some of our parents, if they work late, we try to work with them. We also offer tutoring here. So we have a tutoring program here. When our kids come in, they have homework help and tutoring. So it's just really amazing for parents, because by the time you make it home, especially if you work like a 9 to 5, you get home maybe 6 o'clock, you really don't have time to help your children with homework. We take care of that for you. So when you pick up your child, you can actually spend time with them. The other thing that we do with our parents, we have a lot of community involvement pieces. So our parents feel a part of the business building process with our students, from like decorating their booths and coming in. Like our parents dress like they're our boss babies and mini bosses. They're like their employees. They come in with their t-shirts on and really supporting their businesses. We love our advisory committee that our parents have here, where they let us know different things that they would like to see and add to the program. Our parents are very vocal, which we absolutely love, because we want this to be a mutual benefit for not just the kids and us, but also the parents. And so we just have a really great partnership. So this is the kind of program that you want your child in if you are looking for people that want to help your child succeed and really care and have this this really dynamic individual care that we do. We don't group all of our students together, but we have an individual plan for each one. They're uniquely different, individually, uniquely, and wonderfully made. And we want to make sure that we take the time to get to know them and really help them on the things that really interest them.
Right. And I have seen the youth that you've started out when they were younger. Some of our students spoke broken English. They speak it more proficiently now. I had talked to their parents. I talked to the children, and I have seen growth that even the parents are saying, because I was interviewing them last year at your expo, and they're like, oh, yeah, the school doesn't really teach them to speak better English because they're in the bilingual program. But here at the ARK Center, they are learning to speak it faster and better. So great things are coming out of the ARK Entrepreneurship Center.
That is one of our biggest things that our parents rave about the ARK. Those who want their children to really speak better English, and if they're in a dual program at school, they will accommodate the Spanish part, which is great. We do have a lot of staff here that do speak both languages, but when they're in certain environments, we speak more English because our parents really want that. And so they have the capacity and the ability to go to school and get that. But here we really hone on that English so they can be able to speak both.
Yes.
And the parents absolutely love it.
They do. And I get to talk to them, so I know firsthand. I mean, she's not just giving you lip service, people.
No.
She is really walking it. Her team, beautiful, amazing interns that she has. I got to meet them last summer. And you know what? We should all be part of the solution. Too many people out there in the world are doing this, wah, 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 and I keep hearing that. But okay, so what are you doing about it?
Yeah.
Are you part of the problem or part of the solution? If you're looking for solutions, come and visit Sunny. Can they come and check you out? Give
Absolutely. I love visitors. Right now, we do have a policy. If you're ever going to come here, you definitely can't just show up, but you can definitely email us at info@arkec.org, and we can set up a time you can come see what we're doing. I will also say we are always looking for people that want to give back, either in their time or some type of monetary gift or even gift in kind. So our kids love snacks here. So those small things help our organization. So with snacks or whatever, we take all types of gifts and
Yes, get some
back.
gift cards, whether it's Subway or pizza, what have you. It
Yeah.
all comes in handy because you feed your child, parents, if the parents watching, they feed your children because when they get out of school, they're going to be hungry,
Yeah,
right?
thank God with we have a partnership with Greater Food Depository. They have been awesome partners, and they offer healthy food for our young people, and it's really good. So they have snacks, and they have a snack when they first get here, which may consist of apples, oranges, maybe a granola bar, just something just to hold them over until it's time for them to have their supper here. And their supper consists of, it can be chicken wraps, it can be, the food is great. So we love our partnership with Greater Food Depository. They have been amazing. We've been working with them for the past 4 years. We
Wonderful.
also have a partnership with Walmart. None of our students ever have to buy school supplies. If they choose to buy school supplies, that is something that they choose to do. But we have, when I say an entire area full of school supplies, our children never have to buy a notebook, a pencil, a pad, a Trapper Keeper, nothing, crayons, any of that, because we all have it here to supply for all of our students. We even supply supplies for the community as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we also have a social responsibility plan that we do here at the ARK, and so we teach our kids, if you're going to have a business in a neighborhood, you need to give back to the neighborhood. So we've given away food, we've given away clothes, school supplies, you name it, we've given it away to the community here. So we show the importance of giving back, and the community here, they love us and support us. We also, I want to invite everybody out to our Youth Boss Expo, which is going to be this summer, July 31st on a Thursday. And we typically run that from 10 to 4. So if you are interested in coming to support our big bosses, mini bosses, and boss babies, please come out and see. It's so cute. We have like little 5-year-olds with their lemonade.
Yes. Oh, yes.
We got tech companies and bakeries. We have clothing companies, slime companies. It's really, really cool. And if you have a child that is interested in this program or interested in entrepreneurship, it would be really good for them to see in action how young people are out here really doing it.
They are. And if there's a company that's watching this show and you want to also support and saying, hey, let me go check out the products that they have. If you are a boutique or if you are a small shop and you want to have their products to sell in your store, by all means, stop through. You're supporting the future. You're helping shape a better future to make this country strong with our children going first. They come first, because if we don't teach them now, we're going to be in some trouble, folks.
Oh, yeah. I also want to add, I've had people that have saw pictures and they're like, well, their parents, helped them with that, and their parents did that for them. Let's be clear. Our young children are doing this on their own. They're doing this. They get the support from us. They get the help from us, but they're actually creating their products. Their slime companies that they create, they're finding the recipes on how to create slime. One of our students, which is my son, he has a potato chip brand. He partnered with, and we actually teach our children to get sponsors. So he partnered with El Churro Shop in Little Village. The owner, Aldo Rios, brought him into his shop and showed him how to make potato chips and how to make the spices to the potato
Yeah.
chips. So what
Yeah.
you had at the Youth Boss Expo as in regards to his chips were actually his chips. He did
Yeah.
not go get them out of a store and put them in a bag. They
No.
were actually chips that he made by hand with El Churro shop and seasoned by hand. So we're doing big things, and young people are, that are part of our program are learning from, like I said, from concept
Yes.
to actual creation, how to build and start a business.
Yes.
It's pretty cool.
Guys, schedule a tour, come visit Sunny, and the team will show you what they're all about. And so where's the ARK Entrepreneurial Center located?
Yeah, we're located at 2458 South Millard Avenue in Chicago. We are right off of 25th and Millard. So it can be a little tricky when you come, because even though our address is Millard, we're really on 25th Street, the large, I'd say cream building on 25th Street, between Millard and Lawndale.
Yes. Well, if it wasn't for GPS, I would be one of those getting lost. Well, Sunny, we are already past our time, but you had information that I wanted to showcase you here on this show, the Face of a Hero show. You have been a first responder. What do we do with our kids after school? We have to work. We don't get out until 6:30. What do we do? Our kids are home alone. Right. No, here's the part. That just came out naturally.
Yeah.
This is a first responder. This is what you do. And so thank you so much, Sunny, for coming on this show, for showing us the beautiful things that you're all doing there. Continue. And I know that you are going to grow. There's going to be several programs. I'm just speaking it into existence, several buildings in different cities and possibly different states, because if that is the Lord's will, it's going to happen regardless, and no one can stop it. Right.
And please donate.
Donate, get involved. You can check out the website, and you can donate through the website if I'm correct, right? You can text also ARK-EC to 53555. So there's ways to get involved. And once again, thank you, Sunny, for coming on the Face of a Hero and being our hero today.
Thank you, EVE.
We're going to come back, and we want to hear from those little bosses, mini bosses, big bosses, okay? Because now you're hearing it from them.
Yes.
How they've learned. So stay tuned for more here on the Face of a Hero. We got little heroes too. So on that, thank you so much once again for coming on this show. We appreciate you, Sunny. Give my love to the family.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right. Stand for more. Stay for more. And guys, share these videos. Share. Thank you, Sunny. Share these videos, folks, because it's not about me. It's about what we're learning through this show, because we have a lot of heroes. And of course, if you know of a hero, a shero, you got the information right there under the screen right there. Text to 219-262-7009. We need to update our website, so we got work to do, folks. So on that note, I got to go. People are waiting, places to go and see, and things to conquer. One family, one child, one person at a time. So with that, time is up, so we got to go. Okay, so thank you once again for showing up and always saying that you are supporting this show. Next time, nos vemos.